I'm grateful that you met me at our favorite spot, which is the library, of course. The library where you'll be equipped with wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and revelation. This is the fun library, though. Don't worry, you'll love it here. Today's revelation is called Faith Under Trial, Our Adventure to Answered Prayers. We're going to discuss the reasons for tests and trials in our life and how we can strategize to pass these tests with flying colors. You excited? Good. Me too. So, 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 7 says, "These trials are only to test your faith to see whether or not it is strong and pure. It is being tested as fire tests gold and purifies it. And your faith is far more precious to God than mere gold that perishes." Moonlight. Remember, moonlight means I'm done reading the scripture and I'm moving on with my commentary. What many of you call attacks of the enemy are trials and tests sent by God as a response to your prayers. No one is just going to give you what you want just because you ask for it, including God, without you first proving that you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready for it. If you are fighting the enemy through spiritual warfare, calling fire, binding the devil, "I bind you, devil! Fire now! Fire, fire, fire all night long! Fire for 8 hours! Fire, fire, fire!" And you've gone for deliverance a million times, that you are still dealing with the same things, attracting the same types of people, never exceeding past a certain point, just going round and round on a merry-go-round. It's a test, okay? Sometimes I'm not saying the enemy don't attack you or that curses and generational curses and things like that are not real. But what I'm saying is that if you've tried that and you've still been trying for 5 years, 5 months, maybe this isn't an attack. Maybe you need to look in the mirror and say, hey, what is it that God is trying to tell me? What do I need to work on? Okay? Maybe quit pointing fingers at this person is the problem, these people are the problem, the devil is the problem. Maybe you're the problem. There's something you need to learn and prove you've learned before advancing to the next level. Go within and figure out what it is that you're supposed to be learning from the people and situations that you encounter repetitively. Figure out why you continue experiencing the same things in different ways. There's something you're doing or saying that you need to change. And until you change these things, your prayers can't and won't be answered. Maybe you're too judgmental, arrogant, greedy, refuse to give honor where it's due, struggle with patience, gratitude, selfishness, or unforgiveness. Or maybe you're too uptight and don't know how to relax, surrender, laugh, and have fun. Maybe you can't be accountable and you feel like it's everyone else who's the problem and you're perfect. And that's wrong. Okay? If everything is about you, then you're the problem. If you're only worried about how you're going to get this job or get this woman or get this money or whatever, and you're not considering how it could make someone else feel because you lack empathy, then you're the problem. If you're not being able to let go of the past and forgive people, you're the problem. It's not the devil. You've given the devil legal ground, but it's not the devil, honey, okay? If everything that you talk about is about you, and when someone else is speaking, you ignore what they're saying, and you're always, reverting back to you and your situation or your struggle, and you're the victim, you're the problem, right? If you can't give gratitude and say thank you when someone helps you or prays for you or, gives you something and you feel like they owe it to you or you got it all by yourself, you're the problem. Okay, you struggle with gratitude. If you cannot honor people when they help you and say, I honor this person, I respect this person, I give this person their props, their flowers, because you feel like you're the best and you know everything and there's nothing no one can teach you because you've been saved for 30 years and you're 65. Come on now, cut it out. Cut it out. There's people that are 20 that know more than you, okay? Age has nothing to do with anything. The way that you are wise and gain wisdom spiritually is through the Spirit. Okay, when a person is in meditation and in spending time with God and in worship and gratitude, then certain mysteries are unlocked. But when you're arrogant and you're a know-it-all and you know everything and you have all the answers and you're pointing fingers and you're judgmental, you have all of these rules that you set. You can't drink soda because it's the Illuminati. You can't drive this car because it's the Illuminati. You can't wear this because it's Jezebel. You're gonna go to hell for wearing makeup. You've been divorced, you're a loser and worthless, and God doesn't love you anymore. You're the problem, okay, babe? Please stop being the problem. I stayed on that too long, but I just feel like I had to, go deep into that. Okay, but anyways, I bring the tea, but I can't make you drink it. It's up to you to drink the tea, digest it, and allow it to penetrate your mind along with every cell in your body, so that it can become nourishment to your soul and spirit, so that you can initiate, activate, and enjoy the change we all need for a more prosperous and abundant life. Time to rise, time to fly, time for takeoff. Let's go. Hope you're ready, because I'm gone. Maybe you've been praying for money, marriage, healing, or a new business. Well, before God gives you something big, you need to be ready for it. You need to be ready for it. And the way God sees if you're ready for the next level of life or that new big thing is by giving you a test. I mean, it's the same thing they do in school or at a new job. The objective is to see if you have mastered certain skills, your emotions, or to ensure that you are physically, mentally, and emotionally ready for whatever or whoever you're praying for. God is not here to hurt you. He's only here to help you and to assure that you are ready for whatever you're asking for. Because something, you might be asking for, if you're not ready for it, you could ruin it, you could destroy someone, you could destroy yourself. Okay, you could end up in prison. Because with great power comes great responsibility. I know y'all watch Spider-Man, religious people. Save it. I don't care. Okay, and that's even in the Bible. To whom much is given, much is required. How you respond to the test dictates whether or not you receive what you've prayed for. Here's an example. You're praying for healing. Maybe it's cancer, backaches, or a heart condition. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a headache, a migraine. It could be any type of discomfort, fibromyalgia, I don't know, knee problems, hip problems. It could be diabetes, okay? Whatever. The challenge here is, can you take accountability? Can you get out of your victim's mindset? Can you stop complaining? Can you be introspective and go within? James 5:16. Confess your sins to each other and pray for one another that you may be healed. The earnest prayer of a righteous person has great power. Moonlight. Why haven't you received your healing? The answer is in your forgiveness and your confession. Can you humble yourself to go to that person you hurt and earnestly apologize? Can you forgive the person that wronged you? Can you pray for the people that hurt you? Can you pray for other people in general, even though you are suffering? Can you stop claiming your pains and diagnosis? Can you talk and walk like you're healed? These are the challenges, the tests that you need to overcome in order to receive your healing. More often than not, our emotions are linked to our health. The toll that harboring negativity like anger and unforgiveness can cause resistance in the body, forcing it to have to work harder. Eventually, our cells, tissues, bones, and organs can't stand the pressure and stress that you have burdened them with, causing discomfort, sickness, and disease to form. When you are angry, anxious all the time, or holding on to a grudge, your body automatically tenses up. You put yourself into a fight or flight mode continuously, which is dangerous. This is what we call stress. And a lot of you use mental health as an excuse. Well, I have anxiety. Okay, well, have your anxiety and stop complaining about your back and your neck, because you're so anxious and tensed up all the time. Now your muscles hurt. Okay, now you're straining those muscles, causing, cramps, and your heart rate is going because you're in fight or flight, you're anxious. And now you have a heartbeat that's too fast, or your blood pressure is too high because you won't chill out and relax, and you keep using this anxiety as a clutch or as a way to get attention and to shut people up, like, oh, you can't say anything because I have anxiety, you can't say anything because I'm depressed. These things are choices. Okay, so if you can choose to be sad and pessimistic about your situation or about your past or about your future. You can also choose to be optimistic. Okay, so I'm not putting down mental illness, because if anybody has experienced it in their family, it's me. I know about it. I was hurt because of mental illness, okay, in many ways. But at the same time, I believe in accountability. And if you gotta get on medication or you gotta go to therapy to get you a way out, go for it. But quit using it as an excuse, because you're only hurting yourself. You're causing yourself to have disease and sicknesses and pains. And then you complain about those pains when it's you who caused it and try to say the devil did it. Letting go of that anger will release the tension and pressure in your head that can cause migraines or brain aneurysms, and allow your heart to rest, because it no longer assumes you're in a dangerous situation and you need as much blood as possible flowing to those vital places so that they can either fight or run away. When you give Jesus your worries and burdens, you will feel that heaviness release from your shoulders and upper back. Matthew 11:28-30. Then Jesus said, "Come to me, all who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light." Moonlight. When you allow nothing but pure, unconditional love to flow through your entire being, you will experience the healing you've been praying for. Can you pass the test of forgiveness, surrender, acceptance, accountability, putting others before you, and having a pure heart so that you can be the pure-hearted, earnest, righteous person whose powers are full of power? Whose prayers are full of power, that James 5:16 talks about? Or are you gonna just mope and cry and complain? Here's another example, okay, of how you can be tested. You're praying for marriage and are still not married. This is where you start to be introspective. Go within. Maybe you're not ready for marriage. Maybe you're too controlling. If you're a woman, maybe you're too masculine. Maybe you haven't tapped into your femininity. Maybe you haven't mastered being alone. Maybe you have trust issues that you need to work out. Maybe you always want things to go your way or hold grudges, and then you run the people away. Everybody you meet, they leave you. And then you say it's them. But if everyone is always leaving you, can it be a generational curse of rejection and abandonment? Absolutely. But once you've broken those curses, you can't pray against patterns, because families have curses, but they also form generational patterns. So if you're still continuing in those patterns that can cause people to abandon you because you're mean, you're rude, you have this guard up, this wall up, you're hostile, you're aggressive, you have this dominating spirit, you're not a fun person to be around. Well, you broke the curse, but you haven't changed the pattern. So we need to work out those patterns and replace those bad habits with good ones. So learn how to receive love and also to give love. Stop putting this guard up. Instead of complaining to God and begging God for a spouse, work on these issues. Surrender. Stop resisting this season of being single. When you can do this, you can pass the test. And the quicker you learn to operate in unconditional love, the quicker your spouse will come. So you also have to let go of my daddy abandoned me, or this man or this woman cheated on me or left me or treated me this way, because no one is going to be in a relationship with somebody who keep talking about their past. what your daddy did to you 20 years ago, what your ex did to you, and how horrible they were, and now I gotta pay for that? I ain't do nothing to you. Now I'm finna go because nobody's gonna deal with that. Okay? So you wanna be healed. Make sure you're healed before trying to jump into a relationship, because you're just gonna be disappointed. You're gonna end up with children that don't have a stable home because, you know, you're not ready for a serious commitment like that. You know, maybe you have control issues because of something that happened to you in your past. But whatever it is, you gotta let it go, honey. Okay? Don't focus on not being married. Focus on strengthening the areas of weakness. And once you work on those things, your husband, your wife, bam, voila, appear like magic. Here's another example. Maybe you're praying for money. The test is, can you be grateful without complaining for the money you have currently, even if it's only $1? Can you stop using phrases such as I'm broke? Can you stop scamming and manipulating others for money? Can you see some money on the ground and pick it up and give it back to the person that dropped it? That's a test. Don't take that money. That is not a blessing because you see somebody drop some money out their purse and you go pick it up and say, I'm blessed. That's stealing. Don't do that. Okay? It's a test. Just because you think somebody got money doesn't mean that they have to give it to you, and doesn't mean they have it. Don't manipulate people. Don't scam people. Don't lie. Don't complain about your situation, and stop comparing yourself to other people. Stay off of Instagram watching these rappers flex, because a lot of that stuff they got anyway is not theirs. It's rented or it's given for show. And you're trying to say, I want a condo in the Keys. I want, a Lambo. They don't even have it. Be happy with what you got. Be smart with what you got. Be smart with the money you got. Invest it. Build. Okay? Can you focus on the areas in your life that need improvement so that you can receive bigger sums of money? Remember, if you can be grateful with a little, then you can be trusted with a lot. Maybe you're greedy. No one gives more to greedy people, including God. Maybe you're careless with the money. Focus on incorporating money management even in your current situation. Be more productive with your time so that you can consolidate lucrative ideas that you can use to make legal money. Withdraw your focus from being broke and struggling. Get out of that victim's mindset. Stop acting like people owe you something just because they have more than you. Walk like you're wealthy. Talk like you're wealthy. Fix your English. Stop using broken English. Stop dressing dirty. Wash your clothes. If you don't have money to buy new clothes, sew the holes in your clothes. That's how you attract wealth. Speak like you're wealthy. Don't put down, like, if you got a dress for $5 and somebody said, oh, that dress look cute. It look expensive, girl. Where you get that dress? You're like, nah, I just got it on clearance for $5.99. Don't do that. Don't do that. Incorporate money talk in your conversation. Big sums. Like, talk about some football players. Ooh, girl, that football player, ooh, I'll marry him and take all his $1 million. Okay? Don't be doing that. Don't be marrying nobody, take money. But I'm giving you an example, right? We want to talk about big money. We don't want to focus on $20 and $100. We want to focus on, ooh, look at this real estate agent who got his own, business, and he making $5 million a year. Look at this doctor who opened up his own chiropractic office, and he like, oh girl, okay. And with the men, you better not be talking about taking a woman's money, because I'm gonna be giving you the side eye, and so will God. Okay, but you want to be like, oh, look at Kyrie Irving. I don't know. I want to be like that. It doesn't have to be playing football, but look into the deeper things that these fake celebrities do. Okay, if that's what y'all into. I don't watch them. I don't care about them because they all fake. But I know some of you do, and I don't judge. So if that's who you can relate to, look at the other businesses that they open. Find celebrities that you like that are entrepreneurs. Okay, or just forget the celebrities. Find real business people in the real world that you can talk to and you can relate to, and that can give you some pointers. Watch some YouTube videos about investing and money management. Okay, we want to attract wealth. We don't want to sit up and I'm broke, I'm poor, I'll never get out of this situation. I'm always going to be on food stamps. Oh, my back hurt, I need this disability check. We want to be here so we can get out of this. disability check, okay? Tests may come that force you to figure out and implement strategies to keep you focused on being grateful for what you have, grow and improve. Your job is to remain in gratitude and find ways to be productive so that when these tests come, you will recognize it as a test and pass it with flying colors. Replace your greed with gratitude. Replace scrolling on social media with watching videos on money management or entrepreneurship. Replace your procrastination with productivity. When you make these adjustments, they become part of you, making it so much easier to pass your test. Okay? If you apply what I've told you in your life, you will soon see your prayers being answered. Don't be afraid of the tests that come your way. Know that God will never put more on you than you can bear, but instead welcome the test with gratitude and excitement and use the things you've learned to pass it. Look at it as a fun game. Everything is perspective, right? Know that you are not the only person experiencing whatever test or challenge at hand. Know that you are not alone. 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. Okay, that means other people going through the same test. You're not the only one, so quit being a victim. Okay? It says, God is faithful and he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, he will also provide the way of escape that you may be able to endure. So God got your back. Love got your back. You're not going to be put in a test that you're not ready for. Okay? That's just like an 8th grader is not going to take an 11th grade test. That would be weird. So don't be saying like, this too hard. I can't do it. I quit. I want to die. I want to kill myself. Like, I don't, the devil is just attacking me. Pray for me 25 more times. Break the curses that I already broke 2 times. Stop. Get out the patterns. Okay? Put forth some effort. 1 Peter 4:12. Do not think it's strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to test you as though some strange thing happened to you. Okay, so Peter is like, don't be saying this is weird or strange. Like, why is this happening to me all the time? Maybe you should go sit down and go be introspective and reflect and say, what am I doing? What is God trying to tell me? Why is this happening for me, not why is this happening to me? Okay, so then it's like this happened at the same time. Let me reflect and let me pray and ask my spirit, you know all, right? You're perfect. Your spirit is perfect, seated in heavenly places. Spirit, get out your soul, get out your feelings, get out your Drake. Okay, don't act like y'all too religious to know y'all be Drake and acting light skin. Don't be acting like skin. Don't be acting like skin. I be telling myself, girl, stop acting. You know what that mean. Don't act like y'all too religious to know what that mean. Right now. And I be like, yeah, y'all be acting like, that mean acting emotional. Stop being like that. Say, why is this happening for me? Maybe it's trying to show you how this person is selfish. This person is whatever. It's trying to save you. Okay, this person has a control issue. Or maybe I need to work on patience. I need to work on love. Like, my love is conditional. That's what you need to do. Like, what? This is fun. Like, God is trying to level me up. Say, level me up. Now we're getting excited, honey. Okay, so James 1:2. Count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. Moonlight. Okay? It produces what? Patience, endurance, long suffering. Like, count it all joy. It don't say cry and sorrow about it. Like, oh, I'm so sorrowful. I'm so melancholy. I'm so distraught. Oh my God, like this keeps happening to me. Why? Kill me now, God. Okay, I've been there, so I can't talk. But I'm just saying, like, I learned from that. Don't do that. Don't do that, because God ain't gonna kill you anyway. Like, I tried. Like, God, kill me now. Kill me now. I dare you. I dare you. Double dog dare you. Honey, he ain't do nothing. Uh-oh, you okay? Calm down, Nava. Okay, I've been the victim. I don't want to be the victim no more. And once I start being the victim, guess what happened? I start moving up. I start going forward. I start advancing. I start figuring out, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be learning. I got it. Right, Nava. Okay, calm down, honey. Calm down. I hope you enjoyed this revelation, and I hope it adds value to your life. If it did, Nava, stop. Now you doing too much. Nava is trying to take the test. Nava, ain't no test right now, okay? Nava be helping me pass my test. She be there supporting me. Get you a dog, okay? Get you somebody that can support you. Get you a dog or get you a cat or something, okay? Anyways, Nava, you made me forget what I was saying. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate feedback. It motivates and encourages me to keep going. If you don't like me or disagree with what I've said, that's fine, but I don't argue with your mama, not with me. Follow this page and turn notifications on so you never miss any of our hangouts where the tea is hot and spilling everywhere. Always remember that everything is perspective and everything is choice. And with that, it's time for this butterfly to fly away, but you keep flapping those wings towards heaven. Kiss, kiss. Mwah. Bye. Say bye, Nava, with your excited tail, honey. Oh, here she come. She excited. When I get excited, she get excited. This my ace bone coon. This my home dog, Billet Skillet. Don't play with my Billet Skillet. Right now, for you, my Billet Skillet. What the heck is that? Anyway, bye, y'all.